Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Enigmatica 2 Expert. So, today we are starting our server tours. I'm actually in creative mode, just so we can fly around, and some of the bases actually, I've seen them from up on, Dragonback. But I would like to be able to, kind of fly around the bases and show you, aerial views, and I know one of the bases is in space. So, I figured we'd pop into creative mode and we just kind of teleport around, as we're checking out the bases. And I actually had everybody list their coordinates in the Discord that wants their bases toured. There are some bases that have said, some players have said, don't show my base this time and stuff, because everybody's base is still very much a work in progress, but some of these bases are amazing. I've been to some of these, and some of these are pretty crazy. There are some bases I haven't been to just because they're so far of a distance, and I really don't like teleporting unless it's to help somebody out with an issue. So the first base we're at right now is the Order of the Holy Dragon. This is Solar Hunt's base. Let's see, I know over in this direction, before we hit the town, let's head off in this direction. And I know that down here, because he had me stop by and check this out, but I know he's been working on this, which is going to be his Dragon Roost. And I know he's still debating on how big to make it and stuff like that. Of course, the dragons, if you're going for like a tier 5, they get massive. But I know that he does have this Dragon Roost down here that's a work in progress. So I did want to show that to you guys, so you guys could see it, as things evolve and everything, which I'm quite excited about. So, and I was actually over here a few hours ago because he was having an issue with, it's weird, like these ghosting blocks that he couldn't place any blocks down. But there wasn't actually a block in the block space, and reloading restarting didn't help anything. It was really, really weird. We couldn't figure out exactly what the cause was. I had to actually use a fill command in order to actually fill it. So, anyways, let's start his actual base. He's got actually, if you take a look at the map, let's see. He has quite a big area here along this coastline. Anyways, this looks like kind of like a storage room that's being worked on here. Oh, and I like those. It's that lava bricks, I believe, for those railings. Cappy BG. Oh, maybe Cappy BG is living here as well. I did not know they had teamed up. So maybe it's Solar and Cappy BG. We actually have quite a few teams, or well, a few teams on the server. And then over here is Solar Hunt's room. Right here. So this looks kind of like, almost like a barracks / storage building. And then if we head on down, let's see. I remember when that building was like, I seem to remember it being cobblestone or something. This is going to be Astral Sorcery up here, is what this is going to be, it looks like. And if we head down over here, this is actually the area where I was helping him with. What's this say? AE2, further development will be underground, to be seen next tour. Okay. Yeah, everybody's been... Of course, I posted on the Discord, and I gave them, a few days heads up. We're going to be doing server tours at episode 25. And, I had everybody list their coordinates, and I had a few people say, well, wait a couple days before you show mine and stuff. And everybody's been trying to wrap up some projects and stuff for you guys. So, this is actually the area where, this is his farms, or what's going to be his farms, which the Animania animals, we actually have the spawns disabled on the server because they're just very lag-inducing. And so we're going to set something up, maybe spawn eggs, or if they still lag, even just being spawned in a couple of times, we'll probably just have to trade for Animania, because you do need those items, but they are causing really bad TPS issues. So here's a hippocampi pen entrance to be built. Okay, there's no hippocampi down here. Let's see. Let's head off in this direction. I think most of it is over on that end. I think this is all stuff that's kind of in the works at the moment. So let's head off over here. And I had a really quick flyby right before I started. So Botania petals are probably going to be right in here. Looks like some are planted right here, which he's not. Let's see. He's not online. Is okay? Yeah, he's going to need to bone meal these to make them grow. I don't believe they ever changed it so they automatically grow on their own. You will have to use bone meal on those to get them to come up. let's see. Let's head down in this direction first. So right here is the silo, and okay, this looks like a big storage area. And yeah, I'm assuming these drawer controllers are not being used at the moment. We have farms. Let's see if we head upstairs. Receive controller slaves, so I can feed everything into that. Okay, and that's all that's in the silo at the moment. It looks like it's going to be just like a grand storage building, which is going to be pretty cool, doing it as a silo. Over here we have the greenhouse. I remember when he was working on this too, actually. This is farming. Lots and lots of farming. He's got harvester, which actually, if this energy cell is only feeding this harvester, you can just do one spectre coil on it and it'll harvest everything. It'll save you a spectre coil and an energy cell. So just a heads up on that. But anyways, I believe he has all the crops, I think, in here. I think he said he had all the crops planted in here. So it's like, it looks like about 3 of each planted. That's, okay, broccoli. Okay, he's missing one right there. I have crops that keep vanishing too. I have to keep replanting them. And I know I have a couple that I've been meaning to replant, but I have not done so yet. This looks like all forestry stuff. I know he was starting on a little bit of tree breeding and a little bit of bees. And, oh, look at this wood wall. So he has all the different woods displayed. That is nifty. Yeah, it's his forest wood palette right there. I do quite like that, like seeing all the different wood and forestry wood and all that stuff planted out. Over here we have an entrance to the tree fruits and berry bushes, but the tree fruits from Pam's Harvest Craft that's being worked on. And then back over, that just leads back up to the barracks. I'm going to call it the barracks. I don't know if that's what you want to call it, Solar, but I'm going to call it the barracks. That's what it makes me think of. It's an Archie helium collector. Okay, so what is down? I remember this building because actually the first time I came over here to help him, this is where he was at, where I started. Yep. So there you go. And this is just like his little starting home that he had. And then if we head upstairs, storage and just basic little starter house. It's actually kind of cool that he kept it, and it's like kind of almost separate from everything. Like kind of as like this is where I began. Let's see. Let's head up. Right here looks like a little tech area. A little bit of immersive engineering stuff. IC2. There's this ore crate. Let's see. IC2 and immersive engineering. I love that he put all these signs up here. So it just kind of like denotes like where everything's at. That's awesome. It looks like he is powering it via a generator at the moment. Over here is his smeltery. Down this little road here. Anyways, if we head back up this way, over here we have a mob spawner set up. Still need to set up one of those with a baby zombie that's just hanging out up there. But yeah, it looks like they're going to fall down. Let's go down here and see what... actually, there's a sign here. Mob grinder. Yeah. If we go down here, there we go. Golden spikes, experience pylon. I see a trash can that's collecting stuff with the ender hopper. Is this... no, that's not a skystone chest. Oh, this may just be an XP farm. You think? At the moment, because it looks like everything is maybe just being fed into a trash can and the XP is being collected. Up here we have, this looks like a to be done building, maybe. I don't see any signs, so yeah, this is something that he's working on at the moment. And then up here above his forestry, or his wood palette, is this kitchen area. And this is all done in kitchen floor, so everything is connected in here. Storage crates, probably just for excess, like unsorted type stuff. Back over, let's see, what's up here? Botania, this is where his Botania area will be. And then over here, this building really intrigued me, and I'm not actually sure what block he is using. This looks like it's going to be Thaumcraft. I'm wondering, I can't think of what, is this some kind of diamond block, or... Let me know down in the comments, Solar, if you will. I think it's, I'm not actually sure what block he's using for these rails. I thought they were kind of neat because it's It's actually a really good contrast within a single block. And it reminds me of some of the Z-tone stuff, is what it makes me think of here. And let's see, it is going to be the village trader, is what it's going to be. That makes sense. So you can come up here and all the villagers will be within their own little cages inside of this tower. So you'll have access to all of their different trades and everything. So that makes sense, but I'm still not sure which block this is. So I'll ask him next time he's on, and or if you're watching this solo, if you'll just leave it in the comments, because I'm actually curious. It's like it looks like a diamond block, but it's, well, actually I'm in creative, so I can just do, there we go. It's that Futura block. Okay. That is interesting, because it's this right here, but it seems like it's done the like connected texture. That's why I didn't think about it being that. It's done like the connected texture there on the rails. I really quite like it. Because, like, you know, that light blue and that dark really contrast well together. So, but anyways, that is all of his base at the moment. And I know he has some really big plans for it. So, it actually looks... I love the coastline style build. Like, just along the coastline there. And I think as this build develops, it can be really impressive. We actually have some super big builds on this server. You know, there was some pretty big builds on Sevtech, and I feel like everybody has like stepped up their game on Enigmatica, which is awesome because, of course, Enigmatica is a lot more of like a long-term pack, I think, than Sevtech, depending on how you play it, of course. But it is a bit more of a long-term pack, and I'm really happy to see some of these like ginormous builds coming together. Okay, so next up we have Creole. And this is actually a base I have not seen before, because I didn't actually have the coordinates for this one until they were all posted up into the Discord. But her entrance is kind of like entering from the Nether portal, right? And I'm excited to check this base out because it looks amazing. I love the style and everything. And this looks like actually I think that's insulated wire. Yeah, that's insulated LV. I was about to say it almost well, the decorative wire is like a brown wire now that I think about it, but. So let's start off on the left side over here, I think. Enchanting, what bookcases? Dark oak, and they're chiseled. I like those. I like those quite a bit. Which actually, really quick side note, in case you weren't aware, chisel has been updated now so that you can actually chisel. This was a feature in 1.7, just got added back where you can chisel iron bars. And it looks like all the textures have been kind of upscaled a little bit for the 1.12 release, so that feature is back. I still hope they bring back the chiseled torches. I really like those as well. But that feature of chiseling the iron bars is back. So, and then IC2, laboratory blocks, and then ultimate universal cables. I imagine she might be powering all of this with RF. Well, I mean, there's nothing plugged up to this at the moment, but I imagine that's the power source for that. Over here, what do we got? Ooh, what is this? What is this? It looks like a garden coming together down here. Yeah, Pam's Harvestcraft Garden. Let's see, let's head back up. Now, see, Ender item conduits. This is actually probably coming, I was going to say it's probably, oh, hey. There's a storage door network over here for the farms. And then controller right here. For XNet, which of course has been through some rough days for this pack. I believe it's working now, but I haven't had the bravery to test it. But I know there are some people that are using it, so either people don't have Mechanism plugged up to it, to any XNet, or it's working again. So, let's see, down over here, Alloy Furnace, and, oh, that thing from Integrated Dynamics, Drying Basin. Squeezer. Let's head back over here. So we've got a fountain with hot spring water. Hot spring water is by far the best looking water, right? Like, it's amazing. I love the hot spring water. And I quite like that fountain as well. It's really, really well done. Over here, we have... what is this? Immersive engineering. It looks like a tech room. Like a general purpose tech room. So I see mechanism, I see forestry, I see immersive engineering. Okay. And then there's an elevator here. That's... Okay, there we go. Does it go down at all? Oh, it does. It does go down. So this looks like a sieve setup. And then, yeah, it's just a sieve setup and then electric furnaces over here. Which actually, just a suggestion, since you're only running one overclocker in these, you might see about upgrading to induction furnaces. They're a lot faster, and you know you can keep them preheated and all that, and they'll literally destroy anything that's getting pumped into them because they smelt stuff so fast. And then upstairs we have kind of a, I don't know if this is going to be another room. It looks like it's probably going to be another room. I imagine so. I'd say it could also be a balcony, but I think it's going to be another room. Okay, it doesn't go down anymore. And then back outside, this looks like power coming out. Over here, I'm very curious about this building, and that building. I'm very, very curious about these. So I see water wheels set up. Yeah, look at that. I really like this room. Like, I think you should turn this into like a room. So you come in here and, I don't know, just to place maybe an elevator or whatever. Because I really like having all these water wheels around here. It is quite nifty. Quite nifty indeed. And then if we come up here, yeah, this is kind of like a power, natural power station. I guess would be one way to put it. Upstairs, yeah, just windmills feeding into capacitor and wind turbines upstairs. I'm actually curious, I almost wonder if this won't be for void mining. Because that's what it makes me think of. Because, I mean, we've got this pit all the way down to bedrock. And it kind of looks like, oh wow, interesting caves. I have a huge, well, I actually covered it over, but I have a huge area of entropy crystals. Because they spread as time goes on, you know, if a chunk's loaded. And at my base, I have this huge, just like, pit of entropy crystals that have just been spreading, I guess, since like the beginning of the beginning of the game. So, but yeah, that's what it makes me think of, is maybe like a void miner area. I imagine that'll come into use probably by the next server tour. So, and then if we head down along through here, okay, these roads are dead ends, but this other building here, and I actually love that color. It's limestone and basalt. It looks like, yeah. Yeah, that's basalt. It's almost like a modern addition to this building. But if we head on inside, we have a storage building. Oh wow, I like that. It's that yeah, chiseled floor. I really like this. I love the it's let's see, that's wood and dark oak. It's a chiseled, I believe it's a chiseled birch wood, I think, and then a dark oak. But I do quite like those drawers. I always love playing like the drawer guessing game. But there is a chiseled, I believe it's birch, which is good. It does contrast really well against that great wood, that darker great wood. Oh, there's an elevator here that goes downstairs to, I can only assume, well, that's Futura blocks. I don't know if it's going to be a, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be an AE system. That would kind of make sense with the storage building right above it, right? And then back in here, book storage, and then compacting drawers for all the different stuff, and then wood types and everything. I like these drawers and everything. And then back in here, kitchen. And see, she has dyed her fridge and stuff with what looks to be a black dye. And then that is, I think, a brown dye right there. And that's what it looks like, because see, I still haven't dyed mine. But that's what it looks like whenever you dye it. So, I've been meaning to. I'm just, once I finish that area out and figure out exactly how everything's going to be laid out, then I'll pick a color for the for the stuff. But I keep getting sidetracked by the big garden, which I have done a lot of work on since last episode. Like, that roof and stuff is finished. I'm really happy with the way it's looking. If we head upstairs, we have more drawers. More drawers. And chandeliers from Rustic. With the candles placed up on them. And then if we head up again, we have, looks like maybe a house type, you know, just general purpose little workshop area. Controller slave here with the ender chest feeding in. And, yeah, rustic lanterns, which I love these things. As you're probably aware, I love them so much. And then this is going to be a balcony, it looks like. So, and I believe that is all of the space. I do believe. And this has been Neogrill's base. I do quite like this. I'm going to have to set a waypoint here. Okay, now we have another base that I have not been to before, and I've been really curious about because in CivTech we were actually like next door neighbors. This is Wagga's base. And I've been wanting to get over here and check it out, but he literally lives on the opposite side of the world from me. And for the longest time it took a while to travel. Now we have nether portals. It really doesn't take that long. But I've been wanting to come over here, and then I was like, well, the servitor is coming up, so I will pop by. But this is Wagga's base. And he didn't want to live in the ocean, so he didn't live next to me this time. So, sad day. He's supposed to be my neighbor. Always supposed to be my neighbor. Right here we have a super melon farm that is being farmed with Plant Gatherer from Industrial Foregoing. I really like this, like, on the water. Wow! He used a Shard of Laputa here. I can tell. He just ripped the ground from the earth. Nothing up here at the moment. I remember he made this. He made that not too long ago. Wow. I really like the look of that. I really like the look of that. I can't wait till we get over there. And then over here, we're going to try not to get any sneak peeks of it. Industrial Hemp Super Farm. I've never seen such ginormous farms. I bet he has like infinite melons and pumpkins and industrial hemp. Like for days. I imagine, yeah, it's powering immersive engineering superpower over there. Let's actually head back over here. Oh, I want to go over there so bad. We're going to. We're gonna check that out. Alright, so in here, Thaumcraft. His Thaumcraft room here going on. So, which we're going to be starting that soon. I'm actually planning on doing a lot of that off-site for fear of Taint at first. Because Taint in this version of Thaumcraft is a nasty beast. And I don't like it, so I'm actually planning on doing a lot of that off-site. And this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It is not... Oh, there's leaves over it. I was about to say, like, these things never stop. Infernal Furnace right here. And then back in here, we have what appears to be a workshop. Like a tech workshop. And I love all this treated wood. I bet this was fun. Of course, I mean, I guess treated wood's not too bad to automate. There's a mutagen producer. Forestry, mechanism, thermal expansion stuff. Actually additions, RF tools, the sieve from Excompressum. I can never remember the name of that. Ender IO. And then IC2 stuff. Right there. Powered via generator. And then Biome Essence ore. Okay. Futura block. I thought that was like a controller. And then, what is this? Oh, a screen from X Utilities. I've never seen that image on those. That's interesting. And, okay, there's AE2 system. So he does have an AE2 system. That Futura block was just being sneaky, I think. So, a lot of machines. It's like an all-purpose hamster wheel. Those things actually produce RF, so you can power all your stuff via hamster. And then this looks like the beginning of a drawer network, which I'm assuming is probably below us here. Oh no, this is a smeltery and liquid, probably liquid storage, maybe. I see some mystical agriculture crops. And then this is from like the advanced rocketry, Volp's library, like multi-blocks. We'll get into those a bit later on. Back in here, this is, okay, it's a mob spawner room done in seared bricks. Aha. So the mobs get spawned there. I love that. I love that, because he's actually put a dark glass right there. And then the mobs drop down and get killed by a mob slaughter factory right there. Interesting. And then back in, oh, okay, there's the trap door, I guess to get down to the slaughter factory. Yeah. That is what that's for. Okay, so let's head back up. And, oh man, I'm excited. What's this? Mob farm. power storage. Oh, and then right over here is his GP production. So he's got water mills and a dragon egg generator. Doesn't look like he has a dragon egg at the moment, but once you have a dragon egg, loads of GP. Though water mills can keep up pretty well. What is this little building over here? Because this is also in Wagga's claim. This is a Dark Earth farm. It looks like it's been disassembled. I see torches in there. So probably in like an older mob farm setup. So, okay, so that's that building. I love this view up here, right? So then if we head out, we have his actual smeltery. It's not a mob farm. And then mystical agriculture crops. This looks like, is it all redstone? Yeah, it's all redstone seeds. Which is probably a smart idea. I know you need a lot of redstone later on. And wheat. And Pam's Harvest Craft. Looks like he's specialized Pam's Harvest Craft, so it just produces the things that he needs for food. Oh, it looks like he's going to do a rainbow generator. I am betting he's going to do a rainbow generator. Because I can't think of any other reason to make all of those unless you're going to do a rainbow generator. So, Ender Lilies, Nether Warts, Slime Trees, which I actually went and got those today. Because I need slime to make a new set of climbing claws because I was out of slime. Of course, I could make it with Pam's Harvest Craft, but I just went and got some saplings and stuff. Immersive engineering stuff. Creosote oil and all that good stuff. Windmills. I like this windmill design. Like, look at all these windmills. Yeah, that's kind of nifty because they don't actually connect to the mainland. They're kind of like windmill towers right there. I really like that. And then over here, this is a kitchen. And he has dyed his with a brown dye. So, which makes me think that other one might have been like a gray. At Neog Reels, I bet that was a gray that she was using. Okay, so we've got that structure, and then the rest of that immersive engineering, like, it looks to be like a super power setup. I'm assuming is why he has so many melons and pumpkins and all, industrial hemp and all of that. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful view coming in. I'm curious to see. I see liquid starlight pouring out, and there's a pirate ship back there, and I see water coming down. Okay, let's check out this side first. This is, yeah, it looks to be a superpower setup. I see squeezers and engines and squeezer fermenter and refinery right here and right over there. So this is like super immersive engineering, you know, power generation. And then what's this say? Energy cell charging station, energy inputs from stone bricks. Okay. Yeah, conduit facades down there. I like how this is all like a big dock almost. Like it's all built on the water and everything. Over here, which I don't think there's a bridge that actually connects over to this. And I'm curious as to what this is. So right here we have an entrance. Okay, oh, it's blood magic. It's a blood magic setup up here. Yeah, and it looks like he has a mob system probably up in here. I can only assume that it's a mob system. Let's take a peek. I don't think Wagga would mind terribly. Yes. 2 spawners for, what's that, witches? Yeah, witches and skeletons. And then conveyors pulling them down. Also, Cursed Earth works extremely well for those. Just a heads up. Unless Cursed Earth is nerfed in this pack, it works extremely well. And then up here, blood magic. Blood magic-y stuff going on. And alchemy table. Those things are highly underrated, I think. They're very, very good. The blood magic alchemy system. We got into a little bit of it on SevTech, but they are very, very useful. Okay, now before we go up, I just want to double check. I don't think he's doing anything with this pirate ship. No. But it is massively destroyed. It's like in ruins. And I find it funny, Wagga. I'm just going to say this, Wagga, because I'm sure you'll be watching this. I'm going to find it funny that you didn't want to build on the ocean, yet you're building on the ocean. You should have lived by me. I'm just teasing, but because I know at first Wagga didn't want to live on the water, and he's living on the water. I see a starfield generator from Botania. Somewhere around here there's a starfield generator. Unless, well, I set one up at spawn, but I don't think it would be affecting this far out, because those chunks are not loaded at spawn. but then again, spawn lodestone chunks. I don't know. I don't know if he has a starfield generator. I didn't really see a whole lot of Botania, so I'm going to say probably not. But I don't know. Maybe it's just affecting like everywhere. So, crystal growth area. By the way, there is well, actually he knows it's there because he has the AE2 stuff, Advanced Inscriber. There is, if you take a look at AE2 stuff, the crystal growth chamber. You could make this, and it's very, very effective. You may already have one. I may have missed it, but the crystal growth accelerator. Or the crystal growth chamber is awesome because you don't have to do it all in world. Very, very useful. This right here is, I actually set one of these up, Advanced Metallurgic Fabricators. I had to set one, or I didn't have to. I set one of these back up for Celege because we had to fix an issue in his base, and then it caused an Intertank FTB utilities bug, and so I was locked out of the server for, I don't know, a few hours, and we had to fill a part of his base with dirt, and that actually got filled, so I had to repair that the other day. So I had to fix that. But, and then actually addition set up over there, and I saw under the floor here, there's actually, this is all slab floor. You could see some more GP production down there. So, and let's go up inside this tower. Armor stands. Lots and lots of armor stands. And that's also something that we're going to have to get into before too long, because there's a lot of armors in this pack, and then there's a lot of focus on armor for the later game, for like the Draconic Evolution stuff. But so far, we've really just been like nano and quantum armor has been our thing. But yeah, it looks like he may have counted out and have just enough armor stands for everything. I'm not for sure, but there's a lot of armor stands in here. And then if we head upstairs, trophy room. I love this. So this is the open blocks. I was about to say extra utilities. The open blocks trophies, which of course are like rare drops from vanilla mobs. So, and that includes passive ones, because there's like villager trophies, and yeah, you can see a cow, a snowman, so on. Kind of cool that he's collecting those. And then he has a gas spawner. Alright, I'm not really sure. I'm glad I'm in creative mode, because stuff would be getting, well, mob griefing is off, I guess, but yeah, there's a gas spawner right here. And then right here he has, what is this? Monster spawners is what these are for. Interesting. And then if we head upstairs again, this tower is massive. Enchanting area, and oh, he's got all of his Ender Book shells from Cyclic. Those are really nice. That's another, Cyclic is just, it's an amazing mod. Like, if you haven't done so, you should check out like pretty much every block within Cyclic. Because they're wonderful. They are wonderful. And then upstairs, the very, very top of it. Astral Sorcery area set up here. And, oh, Botania. I wonder if he has a Starfield generator somewhere or not. I don't know. It's going to bug me. Oh, right here. Right here is his Starfield generator. Right here. I love these things. They're so trippy to look at. But that's all they do is they make, like, glimmering stars in your night sky. And what's fun is you can actually stack these. The effect does stack. And if you've never done so, you should go into Creative World and place down about 30 or 40 of these things. And then set it to nighttime and look at your night sky. It's insane. There's just like stars everywhere. Not advisable probably in a server situation, but I don't know if everybody wants, well, everybody within so much of a vicinity of you to have their night sky completely filled up with stars, but it is a sight to behold. So, and yeah, that is, I believe that's the end of his base. But look at this, like. This build is huge, and it's. I remember Wagga mentioning a bit back. He said it was something to the fact that on Sevtech he felt like he needed to build bigger, and so this time he was going to go really big, and he did indeed go very big. I mean, this is a massive build. Like, look at that, and it's a very attractive build. So I mean, look at that. That's great. See, this is a lot of the reason I wanted to pop into creative is because I can actually do like flyovers, which help a lot. We are going to be getting flights, like, right after the server tours. Like, the very next episode, we're going to be getting flight, I do believe. Or a wood farm. Flight and teleporters or wood farm. It's going to be one of the two. But, And then the other one will be following that. So, okay, and then last up for this episode, of course, this is only the very first servitor episode. There's going to be a couple of these. Because we do have quite a few bases, and a lot of them are big. But we have Batao 1849's base. And we'll really quickly, we'll check out the outside stuff, and then we're going to check out the inside. The inside, or, well, the main area is amazing. Amazing. So, out here, it is just Astral Sorcery setup. It looks like it is... but this right here, it appears to be a crystal growth automation. Because they've got a scanner from extra utilities, fluid placer for placing a liquid starlight, automatic precision dropper, and another scanner right there. So, just a little Astral Sorcery setup. And then over on this side is a Botania area that's starting to come together. In Twilight Forest. And I think that's all that's over here. There's, looks to be automatic mystical flowers. And then Botania portal and all that. So, just really quickly... Oh, sorry, I'm pulling your charcoal off. I do apologize. Okay. Anyways. But I want to show you this because this is a testament to chisels and bits. And I imagine quite a bit of time. I mean, a lot of it's patterns, but there's a lot of chisels and bits here. And it's beautiful. Look at this. This is kind of like a Japanese style. It's very, like, you know, that traditional Japanese style look, right? And chiseled and bit oak. This is the alabaster from Environmental Materials. And then this is blocks of sapphire that have been chiseled down. And this spans all the way around, right? Quite amazing, because this is all like chisels and bits work that has been going on. And I am amazed. Like, it's very well done. Very well done. This is like, I mean, you got the little water system that kind of runs around the edge. I mean, it's so well done. So much thought was put into this. But I love just the amount of attention to detail and just all the work that went in. You can tell, I mean, a lot of work went into this. I'm just going to say you did an awesome job on this. An awesome job on this. And I'm excited to see how this evolves and everything. So if we step inside, like, look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is all ex nihilo dust right here. And then smeltery right here. And I love that view. Is this chiseled and bitted wood too? It is, yeah. Look at that. I mean, look at this attention to detail right here. It's such good chisel work. Like, this is like professional chisel work right here. I'm gonna have to get Batao to come to my base and do chisels and bit work. It's so well done. GP production, blood magic, some astral sorcery. This is okay, and this is actually taking, I'm assuming, sandstone. Okay, it places on air, and then it places, I think, sandstone, and then it gets the endstone right here. So, but this is amazing, right? I love the colors, and it's also like clean looking, and just the amount of detail on the chisel and bits is great. We'll check out the outside, and then we'll step into the house. I mean, you can tell it's all very much work in progress, but I'm excited to see where this goes, like, between now and the next servitor, because I love the chisel and bits work. So good. So good. So out here, this looks like another building coming together back here. And there's more chisel work. And that almost looks like architecture craft rails. It's not. That's more chisel and bit work. This is all chisel and bit, like custom walls and stuff. I mean, the nice thing about the chisels and bits is nobody's going to have a base like this. You know, it takes a lot of time. It really does. Even when you know all the tricks to chisels and bits to make it faster, you know, like drawn region and patterns and all that stuff, it still takes a ton of time. Because you're basically spending excess time just putting in, just working on one block, basically. And so I love seeing all this chisel and bit work. I love it. So, some very cool stuff going on. There's a mechanism for, I'm assuming, making brine. Yes, for making brine. Then over here we've got the nether portal modular machine, or not modular machines, compact machines. Right there. And then back in here, mob slaughter for getting the pink slime and the liquid meat. And then if we come around here, let's go into the base proper. And actually, we'll do an aerial overview here in just a second, but I think, oh yeah, look at that. All chisel, it's all custom. It's all extremely custom. It's so good looking. I love this base. Like, it almost feels like one big Zen garden, that's coming together. And back in here, I love these doorways, these openings, because they're actually, I think they're a full block space. They're kind of offset. I mean, you could see, like, there's a block, there's a block. They do kind of feel a little bit more narrow. But I think that's a full block space, but I do quite like those. It's just like all this little attention to detail that I love. I love so much. And this is actually, I think this is the very first, on all the servers that we've played on, this is the first base that's like serious super chiseling bits. Like, not like, not like a room that's chiseling bits or something. But I mean, this is like a whole base of chiseling bits, which is amazing. If we step downstairs, aha, this is where all the progression stuff is. Look at all this. Oh man, like ME system, and then everything looks to be like automated and going on here. This is like the like on the Exoria series, which actually is going to be starting back up here soon. But this is like the cellar, like the storage cellar, is what it makes me think of. So it's like filled up with progression stuff, environmental tech, void miner right there. And if we step back along through here, nuclear reactor, which, this is another person that's actually running the same design that I'm running on my system. And back in here, all kinds of just automation stuff and progression stuff. I think this front end looks to be all like fully automated. I'm assuming, because I can see like interfaces and stuff connected up, import and export buses and stuff. But this back end looks to be a little bit more manual at the moment. I can understand the reason they're doing this though, because like it kind of keeps the base clean. So, but else I can kind of work on this and kind of build it out and whatnot, and then just have all that stuff down there in one little room basically. So look at that. And I love the location, right? We actually have, of course, we have a lot of water on this server. And we have a lot of bases that are based near or on the water, I've noticed. So, I think this is going to be really cool. It's going to be really, really awesome. And I applaud you on the chisel and bit work. So this has been, once again, this has been Batao 1849's build. So very, very nice. Okay, so with that, I am going to end out this first episode of Server Tours. Of course, we covered 4 bases this episode. Honestly, I'm thinking there's probably going to be an additional 2 or 3 Server Tour episodes. I mean, there's a lot of big bases. Not everybody, like I said, not everybody has requested their base to be toured, and a number of them have requested that I do not tour their base. Since we have so many people, and a lot of people we had play on the server that are no longer playing with us. But we do have a number of bases to explore, and a lot of them are fairly large. So I love it too. I love it because going to all the bases on the server is just so much fun. And I mean, a number of these bases I haven't been to, like Wagga's, Batao size I hadn't been to, Neon Creole's. Actually, 3 of the 4 this episode I have not been to. I have been to a lot of bases, but there's a lot of the bases are so far out and everything. But I will say that we are going to be working on a Flu network soon because Tyler and Is a Dwarf gave me some magic beans because they're a bit farther in progression. So I've got magic beans, so we are going to start a Flu network here soon. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. So I hope you guys join me for the next Servitor episode. And if you guys enjoyed the bases that we looked at and everything in this episode, be sure and show your love down in the comments. There's some beautiful builds, and I love seeing, like, you know, different approaches and stuff to the builds and the mods and the pack and everything. It's really, really cool. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.